Hi there. It's February 6th and time for Proverbs 6. Still in the prep phase in our Proverbs. And today he's talking about, it says parental counsel. He'll talk about this over and over again throughout the entire book of Proverbs. Okay, this is about co-signing, as they call it today. My son, if you have become surety for your neighbor and have given a pledge for a stranger, if you have been snared with the words of your mouth and have caught with the words of your mouth, do this then, my son, and deliver yourself. Since you have come into the hand of your neighbor, go humble yourself and importune your neighbor. Give no sleep to your eyes, no slumber to your eyelids. Deliver yourself like a gazelle from a hunter's hand and like a bird from the hand of a fowler. Right? Now, when you co-sign for somebody, you are guaranteeing their loan to somebody you don't know. Right? And if they don't pay the bills, that person is going to come after you. Okay? Solomon was very much against this. Okay. Lazy people. Go to the ant, O sluggard, observe her ways and be wise, which, having no chief officer or ruler, prepares her food in the summer and gathers her provision in the harvest. Right? Ants do that. They don't have a leader, okay? The queen is not a queen. She is just the egg layer that makes sure they have more ants, and they take care of her. Right? And you know how ants work? You can get up in the morning sometimes after sleeping well and find that the ants have been working all night in your kitchen, right? How long will you lie down? Verse 9. O sluggard, when will you arise from your sleep? A little slumber, a little folding of the hands to rest. Your poverty will come like a vagabond, and your need like an armed man. He says that same saying over and over again, okay? A little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to rest. Right, there's lots of notes on there, huh? Lie down. One who walks. Okay. Verse 12. A worthless person, a wicked man, is one who walks with a perverse mouth, who winks with his eyes, who signals with his feet, who points with his fingers, who with perversity in his heart continually devises evil, who spreads strife. Therefore his calamity will come suddenly. Instantly he will be broken, and there will be no healing. Let's just put that out there by itself, right? We can separate these by their subject, right? Just for fun. Seven things. 6, no 7. There are 6 things the Lord hates. 7. Yes, 7, which are an abomination to him. What's that note? Soul. Hey. Naughty eyes. A lying tongue. Hands that shed innocent blood. A heart that devises wicked plans. Feet that run rapidly to evil. A false witness who utters lies. What color are we on? Pink. And this one's important. One who spreads strife among brothers. Okay. Stands out. That's gossip. Okay. Contentions among brethren, it says over there. Gossip is one of my things I like to talk about the most. Okay. Getting into things that you have no business getting into, right? And then your business. Okay. There's 7 things. Haughty eyes, right? Proud of yourself, right? A lying tongue, right? Hands that shed innocent blood. Evil people. A heart that devises wicked plans. Feet that run rapidly to evil, right? With these protesters and looters running rapidly to evil. A false witness who utters lies. Okay. False witness is the worst. and one who spreads strife among brothers, one who spreads gossip in the church. Okay? None of your business. We'll go over those again. Okay, verse 20. And he says it at the beginning of almost every chapter, right? My son, observe the commandment of your father and do not forsake the teaching of your mother. Bind them continually on your heart. Tie them around your neck. When you walk about, they will guide you. When you sleep, they will watch over you. And when you awake, they will talk to you. For the commandment is a lamp, and the teaching is a light. And reproofs for discipline are the way of life. Okay. Lantern and a light. Law. Now, the human spirit is called the light, right? That God uses to see you with. Okay. Keep, these commandments, lights, discipline, right? A way of life to keep you from the evil woman, from the smooth tongue of the adulteress. Do not desire her beauty in your heart, nor let her capture you with her eyelids. For on account of a harlot, one is reduced to a loaf of bread, and an adulteress hunts for the precious life. Okay, harlot is a prostitute that's not married, so you're not committing adultery, right? They sell themselves, it says, for a loaf of bread, so they can eat. Okay? Still wrong, but an adulteress is somebody else's spouse, okay? Hunts for a precious life. Can a man take fire in his bosom and his clothes not be burned? Or can a man walk on hot coals and his feet not be scorched? So is the one who goes into his neighbor's wife, whoever touches her will not go unpunished. Men do not despise a thief if he steals to satisfy himself when he is hungry, right? But when he is found, he must repay sevenfold. He must give all the substance of his house. The one who commits adultery with a woman is lacking sense. He who would destroy himself does it. Wounds and disgrace he will find, and his reproach will not be blotted out. For jealousy enrages a man, and he will not spare in the day of vengeance. He will not accept any ransom, nor will he be satisfied though you give many gifts. Okay? Jealousy is the worst kind of anger, the worst and the most damaging. Why? Because it involves betrayal from somebody you loved and trusted. Okay? And betrayal is painful. It hurts and it makes you angry, and it's hard to deal with, right? Somebody who's been wronged like that, you can offer him money, jewels, cars, houses. It will not take away the anger of jealousy. Okay? It doesn't do it. So, there's Proverbs 6. There's some stuff in here we separated. Co-signing, okay? Talks about co-signing. He will talk about that a lot. And later he says, if you must co-sign for somebody, like one of your kids or something, get a collateral, right? Always get a collateral. Okay. Talk about that later when it comes up. Lazy people watch the ants. Go to the ant, O sluggard, and observe her ways and be wise. Right. Having no chief or ruler, prepares her food in the summer and gathers her provision in the harvest, right? They're always collecting food. Right? We talk about the lazy people. How long will you lie down, and when will you arise from your sleep? Right? Little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to rest. Your poverty will come like a vagabond, and your need like an armed man. It says bandit in the other ones, right? You laid around too long, then it'll be too late. Okay. This is scammers. They call them scammers today, okay? And there's always been a stereotype for the person that acts like this, It was the used car salesman, decades ago. Winking their eyes and signaling with their feet and to his cohorts, watch me take advantage of this person. Right? And when people finds out that these people are scammers or they are thieves and they lie, right? Their calamity comes suddenly, and it would be broken, and there is no healing. Once people know you as a thief and a scammer, you can never do that again, right? And they will find you out, and there is no going back from that, right? Okay, 7 things the Lord hates. Okay. And these are important things. Haughty eyes. That's looking down on people. Pride, arrogance, conceit. Right. And it spells that out in other chapters. Right? A lying tongue. Right? Nobody likes the liars, right? Mark Twain said, if you never tell a lie, you never have to remember anything. Right? Liars have to remember everything they said so they don't get caught up. Right? Number 3, hands that shed innocent blood. Nobody likes that. A heart that devises wicked plans. There are plenty of those out, and some of them are very famous. These people devising wicked plans to control people and take over the world, right? God hates that, by the way. He likes humble. Okay? Feet that run rapidly to evil. Think about that. About these protesters, these looters, right? People that run in. And today it's worse because nobody helps today. If you see somebody beating on a lesser person or a smaller person, what do people do? Instead of jumping in to help, they grab their phones and record it. It's sad. I mean, somebody could be drowning in a lake, and there would be 6 people with their phones recording the person drowning and not one person jumping in to help. Right? Feet that run rapidly to evil. And a false witness who utters lies. A false witness says, I saw this and he did that when he didn't. And they're lying. That perverts justice. Okay? God does not like anything that perverts justice. And the most important one who spreads strife among brothers, a gossip. Okay? Nothing is worse than a gossip. It can tear apart churches. It can tear apart families. Right? Somebody comes to you in secret and says, I need help in this area. Can you pray for me? Please don't tell anybody. But you tell somebody, oh, Bob needs prayer because of this. That person doesn't know that Bob wanted it to be secret, and he tells everybody in the church, and soon it gets around that Bob is doing this. You have lost that friend forever, and you have torn apart the church. Right? And this spreading strife or gossip is a billion-dollar industry now, right? Reality TV, secrets, and papers, gossip columnists, and the rumor mills. Just know that God hates that. Hates, and they are an abomination to him. Okay? So we highlight in here. Jealousy. Right? The one who commits adultery with a woman is lacking sense. He would destroy himself. What's that? His soul. He who would destroy himself does it. Wounds and disgrace he will find, and his reproach will not be blotted out. For jealousy enrages a man, and he will not spare in the day of vengeance. He will not accept any ransom, nor will he be satisfied, though you give many gifts. Right? Jealousy is the rage of a man, therefore he will not spare in the day of vengeance. Right? He showeth that man by nature seeketh his death, that hath abused his wife, and so concludeth that neither God's law nor the law of nature admitteth any ransom for the adultery. Right? If you commit adultery, that person's spouse wants to kill you. Okay? There's no way around it. They want to kill you. Okay? Anger does not. They will not spare in the day of vengeance. Okay? Happens more than you want to think about. So there you go. That is Proverbs 6. Good stuff in there. Let's jump over here real quick and see what we're doing in our New Testament in a year. Okay. Second half of Matthew 23. And this is good stuff, Matthew 23. That could be studied in depth because Jesus is tearing apart the Pharisees and Sadducees and the scribes, okay? Telling everything that is wrong with the church and how they look down on people and don't take care of them and take advantage of widows and think highly of themselves. Everything Proverbs talks about not to do, right? They were doing. And Jesus was not happy with them. So we will study that today, later on. But till then, keep reading, keep the faith. See you next time.